looking to the future, and I guess how many units or how many users do you guys have out in the world right now?
Well, we still mainly around health and aging, with a decent amount of education and employment services. But we're talking to 3 airlines. We're in we work with Queensland Health. We're in discussion with New South Wales Government for international students. But it's talking to Qantas and another international and one domestic around what we can do with airlines on how do we revolutionise the airline industry, because this is a moment in time where there's, say, a whole number of flight crews, ground crews, what's called LAME, licensed aircraft mechanics, etc., who are all on the market.
Yes.
And how do we change this around to make it more economical, so smaller players like Regional Express, Rex, can't get shut out as much by Qantas by dominating certain things. Let's have a more equity or equitable playground or play space for them. So there's some of the projects we're in which are just really exciting. Part of that's been because of COVID, just changing the landscape. We're working with Pacific Island nations to actually open up a country again. Those kind of things that have never been on the table before, when we were just looking at how do we help an aged care home or an aged care group.
Yeah, right. Okay. So basically the next 12 months for you looks like basically getting what you've got out there into the world. Are you doing the big development cycles, or is it basically more on the sales front? Okay.
It's more on the sales front. We we've found a real niche in our biggest market is health, especially regional hospitals. Regional hospitals right across, especially the eastern seaboard, they work in regions, not surprising. So here in, say, central Victoria, there's the Loddon Mallee region. It has a dozen providers who work within it, and they share staff. They want to be able to negotiate for IT as a group. So be able to get into those groups and help them across the group. So we've really managed to get into a number of hospitals right across the East Coast. And now we're starting to play with them at a group level or at a regional level, so that we can improve the way that they run things as well. Because similar to aged care workers, all their health teams, they move around.